Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. Okay, today we will learn about this global issues and critical thinking. Now, I want to explain a little bit what we are going to learn today, and this lesson is designed for you, the grade 12 students from the curriculum Merdeka. And then, in this lesson, we will focus on the topic of climate change. And now, by the end of this lesson, or by the end of the class, you will be able to analyze an authentic text and then write an argumentative paragraph, and also you will be able to present it orally in front of the class. Alright? I will show you what the capaian pembelajaran. And then right here, as you can see, you can evaluate expository text, and then you can identify the main idea, and also you can find the implied meaning in the text. And then on the speaking side, you will be able to express your opinion about something on the issue, and then you will be able to orally speak your argument in front of the people. Of course, with verbal and non-verbal aspects like hand gesture or eye contact and etc. Alright? Now, you already know what you are going to learn in this class, and then you also know what will you achieve, skills that you will achieve by the end of the class. Alright? Without further ado, let's move to the first activity. Alright. Before we go into the reading session, I want to ask you a few questions about our topics today. Have you noticed that the weather has been getting hotter in your area? If you want to answer, you can raise your hand. Yep. Yeah. The weather has been hotter is because there is climate change. And then, what do you know about climate change, and is it affecting our everyday life? All right. Okay, thank you. So, climate change is the temperature on the Earth is changing constantly, changing into a higher temperature every year. So, of course, it affects our everyday life, like the farming section or industrial section, etc. All right, we will move to the reading session. So, right here, there is a text that talks about the impact of climate change on daily life. Now, I want you to read this text, and then after you reading this, there will be several questions that talks about the implied meaning in the text. So, I want you to read it carefully and highlight the important things that are stated in the text. Okay. Time for your reading is 5 minutes. Okay, so you are finished reading, and then I want you to answer the question below the text. Number 1, why might farmers struggle to maintain stable food supplies due to climate change? If you want to answer this, you can raise your hand. Alright.
Farmers struggle because climate change causes unpredictable weather patterns like longer dry seasons and irregular rainfall. These conditions make it harder to plan planting seasons, which results in smaller harvests and reduced food supply.
Okay, thank you. So, farmers might struggle because of the climate change has an unpredictable weather. the weather pattern is unpredictable, so it is on the dry season or a rainfall season, it is not the same anymore. So the condition makes it harder to plan. So it would be a challenge to the farmer. Okay. The second question: how could frequent extreme heat waves impact healthcare system in the cities? If you want to answer this, you can raise your hand. All right.
I think heat wave increase the risk of health problems such as heat stroke, especially among vulnerable groups like children and the elderly. And they also rise electricity usage due to air conditioning, which can lead to power shortage in urban areas.
Okay. So heat wave increase the risk of health problems such as heat stroke, especially among the vulnerable groups of age, like children or the elder people, and then they also raise electricity usage due to air conditioning usage. Alright, the third question: what might be the long-term effect on communities forced to move because of coastal erosion and flooding? If you want to answer the question, you can raise your hand. Alright?
I think frequent flooding and rising sea levels can force people to relocate damaging homes and communities. This disrupt lives, affect access to education and work, and may lead to long-term displacement in coastal areas.
Okay, thank you. So, the frequent flooding and rising of the sea level can force people to relocate, especially on the shore areas. It can damage homes and the communities in the shore area. Okay. You already done the reading session. Now we will move to writing session. So we move to the writing session. Now, before you writing, I want to deliver a little bit a brief of what should you have in your writing and what the structure of the writing. So today you will write an argumentative paragraph based on the text that I already read before, and then next the paragraph will be based on the topic, of course, the topic of your reading, and then without further ado, let's take a look at the structure. So firstly, what is an argumentative paragraph? An argumentative paragraph will have a clear opinion about a state of this something that you want to tell somebody about. It presents a specific viewpoint, and then it has a logical support. To support your argument, of course, you want to have a strong reason and evidence. And then finally, the aims of the argumentative paragraph is, of course, to persuade people, to convince reader that they will believe into your thing. And then the structure, same as the another paragraph. The argumentative paragraph also have a topic sentence. It states a main opinion or your claim about the topics, and then it will have a supporting sentence to support your main ideas. It can be an argument, and it can be evidence or the reasons and a data. And then finally, to conclude your paragraph, you will also have a concluding sentence. So, all right. You got it? Okay, let's move to the next. So, these are the example paragraph. It is not too long, but as long as the text before, but it is have a clear structure. Right here is the main idea, and then the supporting sentence, and then finally, this will be the concluding sentence. You can take this as an example to your writing. Okay? Okay. here are some writing tips, and you can in your writing you want to have a clear language. Of course, a clear language is including a clear grammar and concise word. It is easy to understand. It is not too complicated. And then you want to support your main argument with a supporting sentence, of course. And then you want to use transition words. Transition words is also important for your writing in order not to confuse the reader. And then finally, avoid new ideas in the concluding sentence. Then there are another tips, which is useful phrases. First, if you want to introduce your opinion, you can use "I believe that" or "in my opinion." And then if you want to provide reasons, you can use this sentence. And then for the conclusion, you can use "in conclusion" or "therefore." Alright, that's it for your writing. Now I want you to write your paragraph. I will give you the LKPD so you can fill out the answer in there. Okay. So I will explain a little bit about the LKPD. So in the LKPD there will be tips of writing also, and then you will write about 5 to 6 sentences in your paragraph, consisting of what's that? The first, the topic sentence, and then supporting sentence, and also the concluding sentence. So before your writing, I want to explain a little bit about the LKPD or student worksheet. So you will work the answer on your on this student worksheet, or you will write on this student worksheet. And then first, the instruction is you can read the text that I gave you before, and then you can write an argumentative paragraph in like a 5 or 7 sentences to express your opinion about the climate change and how it affects your daily life. You can include new ideas that are not in the text, of course, but you need to support the ideas with, of course, the supporting sentence. And then you can use this structure to organize your paragraph. First, the first sentence is, of course, the topic sentence. And then after the topic sentence, you can write your reason, your evidence, and etc. And finally, you cannot forget your concluding sentence. And then, before you submit your LKPD, I want you to check a few points right here. And then, the topic sentence, do you use a clear topic sentence? And then, are you using at least 2 supporting sentences in your paragraph? And then, did your paragraph have a logical flow between the sentence? Number 4 is concluding sentence. Is it reinforcing your opinion or not? And then finally, you can correct your grammar and vocabulary if there is an error in it. Okay, now you may start your writing. Your writing time is, I think 15 minutes is now. Okay? Alright, now you are finished your writing. So, after you finish your writing, like I said before in our activities, we will have a speaking session, which is you will deliver your argumentative paragraph in front of the class. Now, before you deliver your paragraph in front of the class, I want to explain a brief tips about how you will deliver your speech or your paragraph speech. The first is how to present an argument. First, you want to state your stance. You want to clearly share your opinion or your position about something. And then you want to back up your opinion with a reason. Of course, with supporting ideas and supporting evidence that you already include in your paragraph. And then you want to persuade or engage with the audience, of course. Now, how to enhance your delivery? First is you want to use a clear voice, a clear pronunciation and at a moderate pace, not too fast and not too slow. And then you can vary your intonation by showing your emotion, emphasizing the points, and etc. And then you want to make an eye contact with your audience. With the eye contact, you can connect with your audience so they can grasp your idea more strong. And then finally, the addition, you can add natural gesture like hand gesture or head gesture to support your speech. Okay, these are some few common mistakes to avoid while you're delivering. First is no eye contact. Of course, if you want to persuade someone, you want to look them at the first place. You can avoid too much reading and you can engage directly with the audience. And then lack of confidence. With the lack of confidence, how can we persuade people? And then you don't want to have a poor pacing or volume. And then you don't want to miss your conclusion because it is very important in order to summarize your argument. And then before you present your speech, I want you to understand your content first. You can ask yourself, do I fully grasp my argument? And then the clear explanation, can I clearly articulate my reasons? And then you can practice your delivery. Have I practiced my speaking techniques? And if you already know the answer of this, you can know what's your ability of speech, and you can confidently state your speech. Okay? If there is no question about the presentation, we will start with your presentation. Alright, so all of the students already finished their presentation speech. So thank you for all your engagement, your active participation in the class. So before I end this class, I want to take a moment to reflect on what we are doing today, what we have accomplished in this class. So the first is reading. In the reading, you already read the text and you can find the implied meaning. You can answer the question in there. It means that you are able to finding an implied meaning in the text. So give an applause to that. Next, about your writing. So your writing, I see a few of them. It has including a clear opinion on the topic sentence, and then the reasons are pretty strong and pretty reliable supporting sentence, and then it is relevant on our daily life. And then you also don't forget to attach a conclusion in your paragraph. And then about the presentation, I want to appreciate on you that you will be able to confidently speak on the front of the class and then presenting your argument in front of your friends right here, and then you speak clearly and confidently, but maybe the part that still needs to be improved is the gesture. Some of you might be a little bit too tough or a little bit too rough with your your body gesture, especially your eye contact. Some of you still depend on your text, not engage deeply with your audience. So That's what you will need to improve in the future. If you're able to answer the eye contact, I believe you will be a great speaker in the future. Now, the assessment criteria, if you might wondering what are the points that I will score in your class today. First is your content of writing. Opinion is clearly stated and reason relevant and supported by your sentence. And then, writing have a clear topic sentence, supporting details and conclusion, the structure of it. And then, the usage of your language in your writing, the grammar and the appropriate vocabulary and the sentence clarity. And then, in your oral delivery, which is your speaking session, I will score your pronunciation and the proper pace or the tone, and then your confidence when you're delivering the speech. And then the body language, the eye contact with your audience, and then the gesture, the usage of the gesture. Then, okay, I think that's all for today. And then I want to tell you that you are doing a great job today, and thank you for your focus and effort. And then in our next lesson, we will use what you have learned today to create awareness project on our global issue. See you in the next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.